All right, y'all, we are back. Huddle Up podcast number. We're going to take a shot and guess 29 or 30. I think 29. I think
I
29.
I'm gonna go 28.
Ooh. Well, we'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
It's been a minute. Little, like, 2 month holiday vacay, low key, for the pod. But as always, I got Hayden with me. It's perfect timing, though. Don't throw up the watch, please. Thank you. Uh, we're on Super Bowl week. We finished the NFL playoffs. We are nearing the, quote unquote, dead season in terms of no football versus football, and it's gonna be fun though. We got a good Super Bowl matchup. Should be solid. New champion in terms of the last 10 years, so that's kind of fun. Or let's see. Yeah, that's right. Patriots. Wait, when did Patriots win their last one? 20.
19.
2019. Okay, so like 7 years.
Yeah.
But we also want to recap the rest of the playoffs as well because we missed that, and then maybe just a couple of storylines, kind of in the weeds there. But yeah, we can start. We'll start with a couple of the wild card games. If I'm thinking back, I think the most. I mean, Texans Steelers, Patriots Chargers, pretty eh. Um,
Jags Bills was good.
Jags Bills was good. I don't think there's anything there. Not really. I'm going back now. There we go. Not okay. This is where we start. Niners Eagles. Niners. Obviously, it's fun. It's kind of fun to do this in hindsight, right? Because the Niners beat the Eagles by 4 on the road, and then they lost by 35 to Seattle on the road. So Eagles are in kind of a weird spot going into this offseason, and I don't want to do too much. We'll do a little bit of an offseason preview here for some of these teams, but not too much. But Philly, I remember, I really was confident they were going to smack San Francisco. I really was. And they were just completely, really ran over that game. The Niners' third strings played better than most of the Eagles' firsts, and Jalen Hurts didn't play too great in that game either. Wasn't a bad turnover game from him necessarily. Eagles had no turnovers, but not super efficient, not really throwing the ball down the field. A lot of complaints, obviously, and then their OC was fired. People are speculating the trade, and here we are. So, and again, that hindsight piece, they lost by 35 the next week. So, going to be interesting to see what happens with Philly. I mean, they won it last year, and then they had arguably one of the worst, Super Bowl hangovers you can have, losing in that fashion to a team that got blown out. So, I know you watched a lot of San Francisco. Was this a game, thinking back, that you thought San Fran could win?
Yeah. I don't. I think I wanted them to win because I guess we'll go into the whole Packers and Bears game or whatever. But I mean, not like I was, actively happy about obviously San Francisco winning, but I thought that they had a chance just because. I mean, I don't even know if I can even say that. I guess in hindsight, I mean, I don't know. I think going into it, I thought they had a chance just because Shanahan is clearly better than Sirianni.
Yeah.
But I mean, on paper, when you look at it, like that defense shouldn't have allowed more than 20 points to San Francisco, and
No.
the Philly should have at least scored. I mean, I think they scored 19 or something, or like 20,
Yeah, 23
21.
nights.
Yeah, so I mean, they should have been able to at least score 24 plus on them, and that's being generous. Like you just run the ball, throw it a little bit. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they haven't been clicking all year, and everyone blames the OC. I don't really know if it's.
I don't know how much it's.
You can
true.
blame them for sure, but
You see the kid that was like, I can't believe, thank God we fired him or whatever. The little Philly kid.
no. I mean, I'm sure all the. I'm sure all Eagles fans are happy about it because that was like the whole thing. This season was Petula was trash, but I don't know. That was just two teams that I did not think were gonna go very far in the playoff. So it was a good game,
I
But
mean, it was a good game.
yeah,
I think that was the most. I wanted to kind of start with that one because that was the most shocking result to me. I mean,
hmm
in terms of, I just thought because I know and I agree with you on the coaching point. I've made my stance, many times on Sirianni, and I've made it with Kyle Shanahan as well. Kyle Shanahan's phenomenal. Sirianni is awful.
trash.
Uh, yeah. But man, I mean, the roster advantage, it felt like it was too much. It was almost like
Yeah,
the closest you could get in terms of physicality to NFL versus college football in an NFL game. And didn't matter.
yeah,
And then you low key saw it in that Seahawks Niners game. That's what's wild about it. Like, that's what I
yeah.
kind of thought would happen. They would just bully him. But we'll see what happens with them. I mean, I think it'd be
AJ
interesting.
Brown's gone.
For sure.
Yeah,
AJ
he's a
Brown's
Patriot.
definitely gone. Probably to be a Patriot, maybe a Bronco. Be on the lookout. Probably a Patriot though.
Yeah.
Maybe Tomlin will end up in Philly after next year. Is it possible?
Ooh, that'd be.
I'm
I don't know if you did you
on that
hear
one.
about the rumor with Tomlin,
Which
like
one?
why
Oh, the
he
why? Yeah.
yeah that's I don't I mean he'll probably end up getting another gig, but it wouldn't surprise me if that was just like it for him.
Yeah.
Like he might just retire, especially if his wife ends up killing him. So
Yeah.
I guess
I
we'll
don't.
see.
If it, I mean, with PR and lawyers and stuff, I'm sure that would not come out ever if it was
Yeah,
true, officially. But if it is, yeah, who knows what I'll end up doing. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if that was true, I'm guessing Philly wouldn't really give him a call anyway.
Oh, he'd be
But
perfect for Philadelphia. Are you kidding me? That'd be like Philadelphia prime target
UGA,
number one. Yeah,
UGA
they
ties.
they're gonna remember that one. What's his name? Reuben Foster from the Niners, the linebacker. They'll bring
Yeah,
him in. They'll bring in Alden Smith. That's the Philly culture right there.
let's go. Yeah, we'll see. I think Tomlin, if that all that stuff clears, the fit could be interesting. But they're in a weird spot because they have great management, great GM, but my goodness, Sirianni is a
It,
clown, and I will
yeah,
die on that.
it's crazy that he's lasted this long. Because if you gave McVay or Shanahan or one of those guys this team, that's like almost a guaranteed Super Bowl. I mean, I know they won last
They need to
year,
get one. Yeah,
and that's kind of in spite of Sirianni. Like they had great offensive play calling. Fangio's like top three defensive coordinator, so like they have a lot working against Sirianni. It just feels like he doesn't have either control or the respect of the team anymore. Like they just kind of crapped out on him midway
yeah.
through the year. Especially that Cowboys game, they were up 21-0. I want to
Oh,
say like week 9 or 10, and then
yeah,
they just blew it. I felt like that was kind of like the all right, like they're not for real, you know?
yeah. No, that was rough. I remember that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's coaching. And when you're up like that and you can't maintain that, I feel like it's a coaching thing. I don't put that on players
Yeah.
usually.
Especially that talented of a roster.
Yeah. Well, we'll get in terms of wild card games. The other good one was obviously your Rams and the Panthers. We can hit on the Rams a little bit later,
Yeah.
um, as you'll probably want to. But Bears Packers, the insane game. I watched this whole game. That was insane. Um, I was shocked at just how that whole thing played. I thought it was going to be a close game throughout, and it was kind of the opposite. It was two complete, like dominated halves, one by each team, and then Bears obviously pulled that one out. But
Yeah.
where do you think was it? Was it a Bears masterclass in the second half, or was it Packers choke, or was
That's
it?
a pack. I think that's a Packers choke. Because what? They scored 21 in the first half and then scored 27
21
in
to
the
3
game.
in the first half, and then the Bears put up
Uh-huh.
28 in the second half. Packers at 6.
I mean, I know that they missed, was it two field goals, and then they had it. I mean, even at the end of the game when the Packers had the ball, I think Jaden Reed dropped one, and they had like 50 seconds left that would have put them at the 30 or the 20 or something. That's that's a Packers choke. like if you can't put up is what they had 21 and they lost 27-31. If you can't put up another, touchdown and a field goal to at least tie it in the second half, that's on you. I mean, the credit to the Bears, but
insane, Craig, because they could have gone into that locker room with the crowd just not against them, but kind of like, wow, this is the biggest game in years, and we're down 21 to 3 at half, and they could have given up, and they like that was
I
remarkable.
mean that was their whole thing all year was coming back.
I don't know how they did it. So many times.
Iceman.
Iceman.
You know what's crazy to me is ice. I don't know if this is even crazy to say, but I don't think the better team won that game. I think the Packers were a better team.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, obviously, like, missing Mike is a huge thing. But even then, the defense, like, was pretty good. I mean, I know they gave up 28 in the second half, but you can only hold a team in the NFL so long before, like, I mean, and granted, I think the Bears shot themselves in the foot a couple times with going for it, and they, like, didn't get it. I want to say maybe...
Not to talk about the Rams too early, but Caleb had that fadeaway throw to the end zone. I know, whatever. But he also had the 4th and 8 to Dobbs. Was it Dobbs? Or wait, sorry, wrong team.
In the Packers game?
It was Caleb to Mole. Yes, Moore? I think so. It was 4th and 8. I know that it was a 4th and 8.
It was like the Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do like that?
Yeah, you can't stop that.
Yeah, you can't stop that. So, I feel for the Packers in this spot. I think they should have won. I do think they've definitely got some personnel things to fix, but they were the better team, I think, than the Bears. The Bears, just their defense was way too beat up to really hang around, and then somehow they slowed down the Rams. Obviously, that was weird, but also Stafford was pretty efficient that game too. But we can get into that. We can just keep rolling. In divisional weekend and start there with Rams Bears. Pretty wild game there. Kind of a weird I'll let you start on this one because bizarre game. Like if you look at the box score, Stafford played a no turnover game, which is always a win, but it wasn't very efficient at all.
Yeah.
At all. And they dominated on the ground. They did pretty well on the ground, 111. I just wouldn't say dominating, but still in Chicago, weird weather game. That feels solid. But it went to OT. And the Bears had 3 turnovers as well.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get into it, I think, when we discuss the conference championship games, but the Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, McVay coaching tree. I don't know if this is just a trait with all of them or just the two with Shanahan and McVay, but I mean that game. The issue is, you can say the weather or whatever, but the issue is clearly clock management. I think there was, I want to say about 3 drives where the Rams went 3 and out, and all they did was throw the ball on those 3 plays, and they either completed one and then there was only about 1 completion on average, but that's burning maybe a minute off the clock. Like they're giving the ball back to the Bears basically, either where they got it, whether like from the punt or where they got it in the time. There was just no change. I mean, the game, I guess everyone thought it was going to be high scoring or whatever, and that was to be expected just because of the 2 offenses, but it didn't necessarily shock me to see the game low scoring just because I think it was windy as well as the weather was kind of affecting stuff, and so it made sense, but yeah, I went into the game thinking the Rams were going to lose. That's why I didn't understand that they were. Was it like 4.5?
They were 3-point favorites. Or they were 3.5. They were 3.5.
3.5. Yeah. So I went in thinking they were going to lose. So I was obviously excited to see that end outcome, but I mean, you and I was texting you after that play, the Caleb throw.
Yeah, I mean,
That's just ridiculous.
let me just
People were
say this about the Bears real quick. I think
they're only going to be better.
they're oh yep, they're only going to get better. They're only going to get better on defense. They're
Yeah,
only going to get, you know, better. Like, and the offensive line was great this year, but I feel like it's only going to get better as that unit, continues to play. Um, I don't know necessarily running backs if they're going to get better, but they played really well this year. The
yeah.
young receivers are only going to get better. I don't know what they're going to do with DJ Moore necessarily, but Loveland, like they got pieces anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, they're only going to get better. Caleb's only going to get better with Ben Johnson, and it's very scary. Like, if I'm thinking about the NFC North, then next year,
They're running that shit.
yeah, it's not the Lions.
Yeah.
Lions are. I think this is with. I still like Green Bay a lot, especially if Mike is healthy. They got to make a couple moves. Um,
They need a receiver.
yeah, bad. We thought it was going to be Golden, but
Yeah. I still think I think he'd be a really good number 2.
yeah, they just need. They would be a great team to get AJ Brown if they. I mean, I don't know. Again, his personality is something else. I don't fully blame him for the Philly stuff.
Yeah.
But still,
I'd be mad too if that was my quarterback.
we beat that drum, man, after the
Yeah.
Super Bowl too, and here we are. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think in terms of the Rams, I guess we'll finish, the general Rams thoughts with conference championships, but I think that game was frustrating because you know this better than anyone. I feel like the Rams' shortcomings offensively are not like through incompletions or clock management usually. Sometimes McVay can give a play call we don't like or something, but usually it's turnovers that really hurt the Rams, I feel like. Stafford gets gunslinging against the Panthers and then shoot, like, wow, that game turned real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can. I don't. Honestly, I have to say it's clock management.
You think?
Only because I mean, sometimes the offense will just look like dog shit. Like, we've seen that, right? Like, I think earlier in the season it kind of was like weird. Like, I mean, obviously against the Texans, whatever, and then they went to Tennessee and it looked pretty good, albeit it was Tennessee. Went to Philly and it looked good for about 3 quarters. I think they played the Colts and it was kind of slow in the first half. Niners, it was whatever in the first half. Played Baltimore and it was pretty bad. And then they went to London to play Jacksonville, and that's when it just exploded. But, like, that's kind of been a theme
Yeah.
with it. But, I mean, yeah, the turnovers, yes, because, like, obviously Atlanta, Carolina, those games were because of Stafford's,
Yeah.
turnovers. But
And he's a gunslinger. I want him to play that way, but
Yeah.
that I feel like
Live
is
or die
where
by it.
they fall short to me. But
yeah, I mean, we'll get into it in the conference championship because I have a lot of thoughts on that. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
we'll transition and just get this crap out of the way.
Oh, yeah. In the other game, we don't
That
even-
was more painful. The Texans Patriots game was more painful than the 24-0 Chiefs game. That was the worst. That was worse than the Oregon Indiana game this year that we already had. So we've learned we're not caring about our teams as much. I'm going to care about the Rams and the Broncos. They're locked in. But yeah, Texans lost to the Patriots. I wish they beat them. 28-16. Stroud masterclass of 4 turnovers, 4 picks, 5 with a fumble. Yeah.
I think so.
I haven't gone back and watched anything of that game since. I'm still gathering thoughts. I think the defense was generational, best defense in the league this year, and they showed it in that game. And Stroud just vanished. It really was. There are games where it's on the O-line. There are games where it's on play calling. That one was Stroud just I don't know, was hungover or didn't sleep well or something. It's like that was rough. That was really rough. Um, yeah, I don't even know what we do with OC with like Haley now. I don't know. I mean, he's gonna stay, but hopefully year two's better. And we got to get healthy. Hopefully, get Mixon back. Hopefully, Higgins continues to develop, and we'll see. But yeah, that was a painful one. You got any outside thoughts?
I mean, I want to say that everyone that's pretty key to the operation is staying. I think the only thing they really, I mean, you said the Mixon thing. I honestly think it'd be better if they just let him walk. Or I mean, obviously, like
Well,
there was like the rumors with like he was doing his own thing, and then the Texans were mad, and there was like a whole thing with that, right?
yeah,
If I was the Texans, I would just beef up the O line like Linderbaum from the Ravens, the center, immediately. Whatever he wants, pay him. Like it does not matter what he could
yeah.
want. He could want a key to the city. He could have it. I think you do that. I think you go out and you can see if you can get like a Brees Hall kind of player. I mean, even Kenneth Walker. I don't know if Seattle's going to let him walk just because of the Charbonnet injury, but you got to get a running back like that caliber. I think to support Stroud. Either that, or you have to go get a receiver
I think
or a
they
tight
need.
end like a
This is a hot
Sadiq.
take. I think they need a receiver more than a running back because I'm all about my my draft picks and Higgins and no, I'm not selling their stock. I'm not
Yeah,
delusional, but they need like when Nico is hurt, it's just
yeah,
miserable. It's just there. No one can get open. Now Stroud actually did have some guys open that he missed in that Patriots game, but in my
yeah,
opinion, that's a weaker secondary outside of CG. Um,
yeah.
in my opinion.
No,
Um,
that's yeah, that's true.
and they had guys, but in general, like when we play really, the good competition, like if we were to play the Seahawks or whatever, if we were to play the Broncos in that AFC Championship, like we would need really badly another piece there. Um, I think I want to keep Stroud though. I think that's my definite take. It was a frustrating one, but he's had 3 playoff wins in 3 years, carried by defense somewhat. I think people forget that the offense in 2021, or not 2021, sorry, what was that, 2024? Yeah, that offense was pretty good. The defense has only been really, really good the last 2 years. So,
Yeah. I mean, I was just looking up who's a free agent wide receiver wise, and it's kind of rough. But I mean, Wandale Robinson, Mike Evans, Debo.
Mike Evans would be sick. From Houston, by the way.
Yes, I
A
agree with that.
veteran 2-year deal.
But if the issue with Nico is that he's always hurt, and Mike was kind of banged up with his hamstring the last 2 years, you might be signing a bigger, slower Nico Collins at that
That's
point.
fair.
I- What do they have a first round pick this year, the Texans? Because I've seen a bunch of mock drafts on Reddit, and I've never once seen
I think we
the
do.
Texans have a
I'm
first.
confident that we have our pick this year, but I'm going to look.
So that would be what, in the 20 something range?
Yeah, like 21. Same pick every year. 21, 22.
I guess it'd be deeper, right? Because I know the Steelers are
We do.
21. So it's 20, what, 4
Let's see.
or 25?
Hang on. It is 28.
No way.
Yeah, I guess. That's what AI
How?
says.
The fuck? How is it 28? That's okay.
Uh,
That's crazy. That changes what I was gonna say.
yeah. We're, yeah. It's
I
definitely 20.
think I think what they could do is package 28 and a second and maybe like a fourth or a fifth and jump to the top 15 and get a Tyson Lemon. Probably not Tate. I think Tate's going to be top 10.
If they got Tyson, I'd be lit. That would be
But I mean,
sick.
even then, you could potentially only move up to like 20 if you or eight, they have to leapfrog the Panthers, and they could get Sadiq because they do need a tight end. I feel
That's
like
crazy.
that would be pretty good. They just need another receiving threat.
Yeah,
Plus
that's
O
the
line.
idea. Yeah, and they do need O line too. I do think they played somewhat better than people realize. And
Yeah,
in fact, like that Chiefs game, they were really bad. But there were plays in that Chiefs game, this year, of course, where guys just couldn't get open. Like Higgins, we were like last in terms of like separation, aside from Nico. I think like Higgins could never get open,
yeah.
Hutchinson could never get open, Jalen Noel could never get open. Like we were running a lot of reverses to get guys in space, a lot of bubble screens to try. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I'm feeling. I know how good the defense is, but it just is getting agitating how bad this offense just continues to be. So we'll see. I believe in Stroud, though. Believe in my guy. Believe in the guys. Let's go to
Bills Broncos.
Broncos Bills. All I gotta say is maybe you'll disagree. I don't know. That was not a PI, or not a PI, and it was a pick. That was clear.
Oh,
I'm talking.
like
Sorry.
you think it was a PI?
No, no, no. It was definitely a pick, and it was not a PI on the deep bomb.
Wasn't the PI on the Bills
Let's see.
because that set them up for the field goal?
Oh no, no. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about the interception play. I'm mixing up calls and stuff. PI had nothing to do with it. I'm talking about just
Yeah, that was a
the
pick. That
just
was a
the
pick
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the Brandon
There were a lot
Cooks
of people
catch.
on Twitter that were like, "Oh, they should have taken a longer look," and it was definitely like,
You know what?
catch.
You know what they should have done? They should have got a real receiver instead of relying on Brandon Cooks, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman. That's
Yeah.
it brought me so much happiness to see them lose that game. I
Oh, it
hate
was
the
great.
Bills.
Trust me, it was great.
And then you fire McDermott, you give that moron, the GM, more power to draft
That
even
was also
worse.
the craziest, most
Oh,
bizarre move. If they got someone other than Brady, I would have been like, I guess you're doing something competent.
yeah,
I don't.
just making the OC. You might as well have just kept McDermott. You might as well just kept everybody in their positions. That made no sense.
Yeah,
The
that was
them
bizarre.
promoting the GM proves that they're a terrible franchise still.
Terrible. Like, how do you
Terrible.
improve? How do you promote the GM after they, in that press conference with the whole Keon Coleman thing?
Oh yeah, well, it's
Weird.
his fault.
Yeah.
The
And probably the
the
most
crazy.
tragic, like, and we can go back to the Bills, but the most
Oh yeah.
tragic, like, I know you're not a Bo Nix guy, but that was awful.
Oh yeah, that was brutal.
Awful. Awful.
Because I feel like if, like, let's say like, maybe that happened in the third quarter, then the Bills win the game.
Yeah.
The Bills probably slap the Patriots in New England.
They might.
Like I'll give credit to the Bills players at least. I did not think they were going to score 30 points against the Broncos,
I agree.
and they should have won the game.
Besides Josh Allen.
Yeah, I mean Josh Allen almost. I mean Josh Allen had what 4 turnovers and they scored 30 points still. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty remarkable.
No,
And he
he
missed
still
that
played
Kincaid,
well.
the throw to Kincaid or Knox over. Like it was
The
like
one
kind
that
of
he
close to the end
overthrew?
zone. Yes, it was like a piss missile that he
Yeah.
just like ripped for no reason.
Yeah, whatever. I think
They
I've made Josh Allen takes on this on HUDDle Up before, so
they
yeah.
got to trade him. I mean, he's still a top 5 quarterback, but he for his own career, he should want to be traded.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they can't build around him, and I get the whole salary, the money piece of it. It's hard to, quarterback contract. I get it, but man,
And Chiefs did it. Psh,
they low key got Mahomes on a budget deal, but that's
I mean, it was like what 15 years for 500 million.
yeah,
What a deal.
50 a year. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry to keep going. I was
No,
gonna
I
go to
just-
the game, but
It just makes me feel good seeing. I always bring it up, but the GM that was like, we want to avoid a Rams like whatever,
yeah.
and then the Rams made it further than the Bills did.
Oh,
Just
it's great.
yeah,
I'm
makes
always on Bills hate watch.
yeah,
And they're like favorites every single year. It makes no sense to me. And
yeah.
they've never have done. They haven't had one moment that where they've showed me, oh, they can do it. Like in terms of winning it all. I don't know,
13
but
seconds.
I'm a salty Texans fan, I guess, as well. So
Uh,
doesn't matter. Let's head to conference championships, then a little Super Bowl preview, and then there's one thing I want to talk about that I forgot about
okay.
after that. Yeah, Rams lose to the Seahawks, unfortunately, 31-27. Another great matchup between these two, though. Rams had 488 total. Stafford played a heck of a game. Let's see, who was the one turnover? I'm trying to. Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming back now.
Yep.
That was rough. That lost them the
Appreciate
game
that.
for sure.
No, okay. This is okay. People say that punt return lost them the game. I'm just gonna go on a little tangent here for a minute.
Sure.
I texted you when it happened.
Yeah.
You're up 13-10 with 1:55 on the clock. It's 2nd and 5, and the ball is on your own 30-yard line. Okay. Seattle gets the ball to start the half. You just gotta stop on Seattle. The absolute most, based on what had happened in that half, that you were gonna do was get a field goal. The 3 points were not worth it if you just run the fucking ball on 2nd and 5. You either make Seattle burn a timeout or you get the first down and they don't burn a timeout, then you can go hurry up mode.
Sure.
But you throw an incompletion. It was an out route to Puka, I'm pretty sure, on 2nd and 5, swatted by Eamon. Then 3rd and 5 came, and Stafford threw another incompletion that was broken up by Eamon. You give them the ball back. Seattle marches down the field, 17-13. I told you that was the end of the game. How much did the Rams lose by? 4 points? That was the difference right there.
Yeah.
That infuriated me. And that's the thing with the McVay-Shanahan coaching tree. The whole Patriots 28-3, Falcons choked the lead. Who was the OC? Shanahan. It's a fucking... Yeah. It's like a recessive gene that all these fucking dudes have. And it's embarrassing. Like, McVay choked the game. And people can be like, yeah, the punt return, they fumbled it, whatever. Okay, let me break it down for you. The punt return before that, one, they didn't return a single fucking punt, the Rams. Not a single punt was moved from the point that the ball was caught. The punt that happened before that, the dude almost fumbled that one too. As soon as you see that, you have to put Kyron Williams out there. Or literally anybody else, because you see that happen. Like, I can't blame the player for choking in the bright lights because he's an undrafted free agent who I've never once liked, and he's eaten up a roster spot the entire season. I've never thought he was a decent player. He took away Tutu Atwell's minutes because he can block as a 5'9". I might be bigger than the guy. I might be bigger than the dude. Like, no shit. Like, he not only was he a terrible player the entire season, his one highlight was against Seattle in the game at Seattle Week 16 when he caught like a 50-yard bomb. Yeah, that was it. It's on McVay 100%. And then like everyone's like, oh well, they gave up 17 to Chicago, so going into the game, everyone's like, well, the defense is back. The defense is back. No, it's not. They played in 1-degree weather. Like, you were going to give up points to Seattle. And granted, the only people who should have gotten a plane ride home from the championship game was the offense. The 5 starting offensive linemen, Devontae, Puka, the running backs, and Stafford. Not even the tight ends. I mean, maybe Ferguson. Shout out Ferguson. Parkinson dropped that ball on 3rd and 1 on the last drive, and he had a damn near walk-in touchdown. That would have changed the game. If you score that, your defense gets out there with juice, you have the lead, you're up by 3. You at least could maybe stop him and hold him to a field goal, and then the Rams get the ball back with a minute left. At worst, it goes to overtime, and both teams possess the ball, like Week 16. but nope. And the worst part is that people like blame the punt returner, they blame the defense. Okay, when the Rams were down 6-10, they scored the touchdown on like a play to Kyren Williams where he just leaked out of the backfield and there was like kind of a rub route and Kyren just walked into the end zone. McVay ran the same fucking play on 4th and 4 to try and win the game. It's like, why are you being greedy and going back to the same well? You have the best receiver duo in the entire NFL, and you don't think like. And the worst part is, on that same play, that Seattle like crowded the line with like 7 guys, and then they ended up dropping 7 into coverage. If Stafford just waited a half second longer on the left side where he was looking at Kyren, he could have thrown a ball to Devontae and it potentially was a touchdown. Or even if he skipped out on that, and instead of throwing it over the middle to Ferguson, who had 0 chance of catching the ball,
I wanted to talk about this play.
He had Puka. If you watch the all 22, right when he locks eyes with Ferguson in the middle of the field, if he just scanned 1 more second, which he had the time to do, Puka was on the goal line, and he cut out. He had 2 guys on him, and both guys went inside when Stafford was like lining up to throw the ball. If he had just pump faked that or did the no look shit that he's done all year, he had Puka on like a broken play to the right side. Like I'm not gonna blame Stafford because he played a great game. I'm not gonna blame the offense because they played a great game. Like it's just baffling to me that was the play call on 4th and 4. I just.
What's tricky is like I figured they were gonna really try and double like Puka and Devontae in the red zone, which totally makes sense. I almost would have been insanely ballsy and like run some kind of gadget play, like if you know you can't get at least like most likely you can't get the ball to Devontae or Puka, then you got to run something to get a guy in space and make it easy. And I don't think any Rams fans are blaming Terrence Ferguson for like not coming down with that catch.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if that was an opinion. It was a pretty impossible play, good coverage, whatever. But like, I mean, it wasn't open. I don't know. I just think he could have done better. I'm usually not that nitpicky on play calling, but I think he could have done better than Ferguson over the middle on a, slant or whatever it was.
And then like McVay had the boneheadedness in the press conference, and he was like, it was a fortuitous bust by Seattle because they double teamed Kyren coming out of the backfield and DeMarcus Lawrence, dropped in coverage. He was like, it's like, dude, you ran the same fucking play to Kyren in the first half. No shit, they make adjustments. You're not playing against the fucking Eagles, bro. Like they make adjustments at halftime. Like you're not playing against Zach Taylor in the Super Bowl. Like this is Mike McDonald. He's literally called the Shanahan tree stopper for a reason. He has the answers, and you scored 27 points up until that point on him. Like you're the only dude in the McVay Shanahan coaching tree that can put up points against this defense, and you run the same play to Williams.
Yeah.
When you have the best receiver in the league and the best number 2 receiver in the league, are we being for real, bro? Like it's just so. And I don't remember the sequence of it because I want to say that there was like a busted play on first down on that last set of downs, and they got it to Puka for like the 5 or 6 yards. And I want to say that they maybe ran it once with Kyren on first down or second down, and he picked up like a half yard. Run the fucking ball again on third down, and that way at least you're obviously going to go for it on fourth down. There's like 4:50 left. Yeah, you need the fucking touchdown, right? Because then people were like, "Oh, you should kick the field goal." Shut the fuck up.
Who was saying kick the field goal?
People on Reddit, they were like, because I was like reading people's replies, and they were like, should have kicked the field goal, and then if you got the stop, a field goal would have won. You never kick the field goal. You go for the jugular.
Yeah, and we'll talk about Sean Payton play calling later in a
holy moly.
I was a defender of that one. in a way, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah,
I
but like,
think
no, yeah, you. There's no way. There's
so.
no
If you
way that
know
was the
you're
play
going for
call.
it on fourth, I mean, the way I think of it, and the way
Run the
I think
ball.
you're saying, you run the ball on third, see what you can get. If you know you're going to go for it, because if you get two, then you're running like a tush push QB sneak. If you want, I know that's not necessarily the Rams' forte, but
Yeah,
you're running something along those lines. Once
you
you
can
get
at
to
least
fourth and
have the
one,
opportunity to run it. You don't need to
yeah,
be in shotgun on 4th and 4
correct,
and make it a clear pass play to your running back, which you already ran in the first half.
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
It just terrible clock management. I mean, obviously the defense is whatever. I know we said we weren't going to get into the whole offseason breakdown.
You're
The
not too
entire
much. We gotta have content for the summer, so
Yeah, the entire defense needs to be. I do not care. Jared Verse, Byron Young. The only two dudes who showed up on defense were Braden Fisk and Kobe Turner. And Kobe Turner got hurt. Maybe Puna Ford
did
too. I'll give him
Lake
that.
had a couple plays or no?
No.
No.
As soon as him and Landman got their contracts, trash. Absolute trash.
I like Landon still. No,
Okay,
you're
I
done.
can get behind it, but they have two run-stopping linebackers, and they traded away, funny enough, two of the Titans who ended up getting traded to the Seahawks, their pass coverage linebacker, Ernest Jones. I hate the Rams thing is not paying two linebackers money or one linebacker at all, but if you're going to pay a linebacker, it's rarer to have a coverage linebacker than it is to have a run-stuffing linebacker. You can find
Yeah.
a run-stuffing linebacker every single draft. Pass coverage linebacker is not common. That, so they don't have anybody who can cover tight ends because Curl's too slow. Kitchens doesn't man up well against them. Lake is trash in coverage, and they gave him an extension. And then their
Yeah.
corners are trash too. Durant was getting bullied all game. Witherspoon was hurt. Forbes, I don't think, played. Darius Williams is trash. Okay, Roger McCreary. Hope they re-sign him. He was good. That's the only dude in the secondary that played good. The pass rush was non-existent on the edges. It's not like Seattle has some crazy tackle combination.
They don't.
It's just defense is trash, and that's what you get when you pay the second least defensively in the entire NFL. You get a trash
I
defense.
agree with that. I agree
So
with that.
not to spoil anything. Fuck the
Defense.
picks.
If we
Fuck
just
the
need
picks.
to combine our teams. If we can combine them into one,
Yes.
we might go 20 and 0.
17 and 0
Yeah, 17 and 0, and then win the rest.
and 20. Yeah, 20 and 0. I trade the 13th pick and a second rounder up to like spot 8. Trade with the Saints. Go get Caleb Downs. Boom, fixes your secondary. Use pick 29 and Byron Young. Boom, go get Max Crosby. Send Jared Verse to China. I don't care. He's not good. Jared Verse is not a good NFL player. I don't care at this point anymore. Send him away. Trade next year's first for Trent McDuffie. Re-sign Roger McCreary to play the other spot. Roger McCreary, Trent McDuffie, Caleb Downs, Quentin Lake, Cam Kitchens. Draft a linebacker in the later rounds. Kobe Turner, Braden Fisk, Max Crosby, literally anybody else. It could be you or me lining up on the other edge across from Max Crosby. I don't care. Fix the defense.
Yeah. Well, I do like the Caleb Downs idea a lot, and
If they,
I
okay, sorry to keep interrupting you. If he somehow slips to 13, this is like the Will Johnson thing. If he somehow slips to 13 and the Rams do not draft him, I will be renouncing my fandom. That is a game-changing, Hall of Fame caliber, surefire pick. He will literally fix your secondary on a rookie deal.
You know who he reminds me of in a way?
Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, actually. I swear.
He's Kyle Hamilton. He's a shorter Kyle Hamilton.
He's a less athletic, high IQ Kyle Hamilton. I
Yes.
don't, because Kyle Hamilton, I think, is like very phenomenal. And
Kyle Hamilton is the best defensive player in the NFL.
Yeah, Terminator, but
Yeah. I mean, it's either him, Will Johnson, holy shit, Will Anderson, Myles Garrett. Those are like the top 3 defenders in the league.
yeah. No, I think you that's the pick you make, and that's a pick that I don't think a lot of teams will make. I really hope the Rams do it. I'm with you on that. I really
Even if
like,
they have to trade next year's first to get him, I don't care. You trade the picks, you get him, and you sign him to a 15-year contract the day he gets in the building.
he's just he's so high IQ. You have to do it.
He's the best player in the draft by like a country mile.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
They're gonna fuck it up, and they're gonna draft fucking Mekhi Lemon, bro. I'm
If
telling
they
you right
did
now.
that, I would be sick for you. They can't go receiver. They can't. Not
I
that
can
early.
understand receiver at 29
Sure.
or 30 or
Yes. Not
not
early.
13, dude.
No. You can't. That's not the move. I think McVay knows that though.
He doesn't. I promise you, he doesn't. I promise you, if Jordan Tyson falls to 13, because Cardinal Tate's going to go top 10, Mekhi Lemon will probably go around 10, 11. I swear to God, dude, if we draft Jordan fucking Tyson, I'm gonna lose my shit. It's Caleb Downs or bust. Sorry, I don't care.
Unless he's picked and you can't do anything, then I guess whatever.
Trade up to 5. I don't. If you want to take over, I'm just gonna pull up the NFL draft order really quick, and I'm gonna see, because I keep seeing him being mocked to the Bengals at 10. You need to get to 9 and trade with the Chiefs.
I think you need to get to 9. Chiefs will do it, by the way. Chiefs will do that. Chiefs need more picks. They need more. They'll do it.
Okay.
They'll for sure do it.
Raiders, Mendoza. Jets, number 2, probably Bain. 3, Cardinals, probably going to fuck it up somehow. So, and they have Buda Baker, right? So this is where it gets tricky.
I don't worry about Cardinals taking downs.
Tennessee, probably Arvell Reese, if I had to guess, or a receiver. Probably
They'll go receiver.
Tate.
They'll go receiver. Maybe
We'll
trade
put that
down.
one in. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. Giants. Giants need a receiver.
Not going defense again.
But they did just bring in Harbaugh, defensive guy, plus... Okay, we'll luck out. We'll say Raiders quarterback...
I feel pretty... I mean, it depends who's there and everything, obviously. But I feel confident about them going offense.
Okay, Raiders, Fernando. Jets, Bain.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals, probably a punter. We'll just fill
Not
that.
going
We'll
safety, so we're good there.
Yeah. We'll go Titans, Giants, receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Browns. Offensive lineman.
Browns scare me because they're a total wild card, to be honest. They could do anything.
I don't think they will.
They could do anything.
They could also go receiver.
They could. They definitely could. They could do They could do anything.
Okay, now is when it gets tricky. Washington, I want to say they take Arvell Reese.
Yeah. They need D-line.
Okay.
I like it.
Saints. Love.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay, then boom.
Okay.
Then it goes Chiefs, Bengals, Dolphins, Cowboys. I could see the Chiefs drafting Delane or McCoy and then trading McDuffie, because that's usually what they do. They don't pay the corners, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
then
Delane
Bengals.
high? I know him from college.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Okay. Yeah.
Like top 15. Because then if the Chiefs don't take him, he's probably... Cowboys, I keep seeing at 12, are going to take a corner. That's just like...
I think you need to get 9.
So 9.
And I'm not. It's more of a. I don't know. The Chiefs might just go corner and not even go downs. But
So then Bengals. I don't feel like... I mean, the Bengals could fuck it up.
I think you got to get the Chiefs pick if you can.
So 9. I will gladly give up
I think
13
you're gonna get
and the
9.
second this year, or the next year. Literally, that's the 3 things they need to do, or both first round picks this year, the second next year, you get number 9 and McDuffie. I do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I would do that in a heartbeat. You get Downs, McDuffie, you trade Byron Young, and the first next year. Actually, fuck it. You can
and
trade
the current first, right? And the current first.
No, because
No.
I don't think that the Raiders are going to take much for Crosby. I don't think. Okay, hear me out. I'll even trade Jared Verse and next year's first for Max Crosby. I don't care.
You get Max Crosby, and yes, I agree. Yeah.
And then you trade Byron Young for a 7th-round pick. I don't care. I'm being so serious. He's terrible. He's not good. Speed merchant.
Yeah, I think the priority for me, for y'all, is getting Downs because I think
Downs.
He is a high IQ. I don't know. I don't want to be delusional and like be too, all over the
Hall
place.
of Famer.
Like, I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't want to do that too.
I will be delusional for you. Hall of Famer.
But he's one of the most high IQ guys you can get. You want high IQ football guys. You want them because they can kind of do whatever. Look at Petrie. Very high IQ guy. Has been a little banged up over the years. They've moved him around. Well, you can move him, play him anywhere.
Play him at DN.
That's Downs. You can put Downs at DN. You can put Petrie at DN. You can put Hamilton DN.
I would even give up the first this year, the 2 first this year, the first next year, and the second next year for Kyle Hamilton. I will give up 3 firsts and a second for Kyle Hamilton. We have not had a good defensive back since Jalen Ramsey, and before then, it was damn near Night Train Lane.
Shout out Eric Weddle. Sheesh.
Yeah, whatever. I need Caleb Downs bad.
Yeah.
Like, I will sacrifice so much for Caleb Downs.
We're gonna make it happen, and I'm also cutting off Rams off-season talk.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
At least next week. No, it's your fault. I'm just putting my foot down.
Yeah. No, you're good.
I'm with you on Downs, man. I really am. I hope that happens. I do think if I were the Rams and I were in their position,
minus jersey day one.
Downs, I think you got to get 9 because I'm worried about him available to Andy Reid. And that organization, I think they would take him.
Yeah.
Knowing how they do business. He smells like cheeks fed. But they would trade him. They would probably rather either have him or take additional picks. If Rams give more, they would do it. So, yeah. But anyway, let's talk. I mean, we got to probably keep Patriots Broncos fairly quick here. Like I told you, I'm on a little bit of a time constraint, but
trash game. Should have taken the field goal. I stand by that.
Okay, here's what I want
quarterback. If it's Bo Nix, you go for it. Jarrett Stidham, take the points.
I just think. Here's my thought process, and you can tell me if you agree or disagree. I think the only critique that is fair to me is Sean Payton should have known that the weather was like what the second half was going to look like. But if you looked at this is more my world obviously too, but if you looked at the live over/under at halftime of the game, it would not indicate that weather was coming by any stretch. Like the live over/under was 38 points at halftime, so no one had any idea that was going to happen. And in that game, before that weather, you're playing in a pretty favorable weather game with trying to win an upset game with a backup quarterback. I just don't think field goals cut it in that position. If you want to say that the play call itself was bad, that's okay with me. But before they snapped the ball, I was like, you go for it, you try and get a touchdown, you have to, because you don't know how many red zone chances you're going to have. I don't know. I had a lot of problems with that one. And it's also one of those things where hindsight's 20/20. That's a call where if they make it and they score a touchdown and win the game and go to the Super Bowl, people are like, oh my gosh, Sean Payton, you're my dad, whatever. So I was okay with the decision to go for it. I was on board with. I didn't love the play call itself, but what are you going to do? I might have ran it, but I think you've got to get a touchdown there if you're in that position and you know what you're going against. You're playing with a quarterback that hasn't played football in,
27 years.
Yeah, pretty much. So
I literally said when they lined up to go for it, I said, you should take your points. This is
yeah.
going to bite them in the ass.
And see
Bit them in
that
the ass.
I appreciate that. I really do. Because if you that's my rule. On every fourth down when I'm watching a game, I say like, would I go for it or would I not? And that's
Yeah.
it. And I said I would go for it. I said I would go for it in that spot. And it obviously it bit them. It clearly did. No one's denying that. But
I
I
agree
just
with the sentiment that like if they got it, then no one would be saying it, right? But I
yeah,
mean,
like
who I
that.
mean, you
That's
might
a
not
call
even
that
have
if they
gotten a
get that and
touchdown.
they win the game, everyone's like, wow, Sean Payton, the
Yeah.
balls to go for it in that spot. Insane. Like,
Yeah.
but that's football also. That's how football works. So,
Yeah.
but it was a fun game, I guess. Like the snow kind of made it interesting, but not really. I don't know.
Super Bowl already happened.
Yeah, I agree.
That was the
We all
NFC
know
game.
that. Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit and then get out of here. I haven't officially made my spread pick yet.
What is it?
It's
4.5?
4.5. But I feel very
Sheesh.
good about the Seahawks winning. I just don't know on the cover. I think
Oh, they cover. I take
I think
Seattle
they-
by 10.
I see a path where they win by 40. The Darnold thing.
They-
I don't know.
Genuinely, I don't even know if they have to throw the ball more than 30 times.
Yeah, probably not.
If Kenneth, I think the move is Seahawks spread. What's the total score? What's the total?
We looked at it today, 45.5.
Okay, here's the parlay of a century. Seattle covers
Okay.
over. What is it? 45.5.
45.5. You want to take that number?
I take the over.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Kenneth Walker Super Bowl MVP.
Ooh. I love it. Okay, now let's take a look at this. Let's see what the odds are on Kenneth Walker Super Bowl MVP real quick.
Plus 700. No,
You
no,
already
that's
looked?
JSN. Plus 1100. I looked. I think.
Hold
It's
on,
either
hold on,
7 or
hold on.
11.
It's there.
Darnold's number 1, Drake May's number 2, JSN's 3,
Kenneth Walker plus
Kenneth's 4.
850.
850. Okay, right in the
I
middle.
kind of like it. I really do.
The whole 2 weeks is going to be Marshawn Lynch. Stop. They didn't run it at the goal line. Marshawn Lynch. Blah, 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 blah. Kenneth Walker's going to have at least 2 touchdowns.
You know what? I like this. This is the Huddle
Even
Up
if you-
podcast Super Bowl MVP pick plus
Even if you-
850 Kenneth Walker.
Even if you didn't parlay it that with the over, because I'm not 100% confident in 45.5 over, because then that would be like, if Seattle were to cover, they'd have to win by 5, let's call it, at minimum.
Yep.
So you could do
26-21 gets you a
47.
win, double win. 26-21 or 25-21. I was right. Yeah. I mean, I know it's a weird score,
But then that doesn't cover, right? Because it's 4.5.
right. 26.
So
yes, you're right.
27, 21.
Yeah, 27-21 gets you both.
But I don't even think Seattle gives up 21.
I don't think so either. That's what's tricky. But Seattle could also do what they did to San Fran in this game. I really feel like that. It's
Seattle
tricky.
covers Kenneth Walker Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I like it. I like the Kenneth Walker Super Bowl MVP pick. We might have to get on that. Low key.
Plus 850, what is that, 10 for 85?
Yeah, 95 back.
95 back?
Yeah, I'm doing it. we're going that pick together. Yeah, I think there's a chance though that the Patriots do cover. I think their angle is they've had a good run defense. I do like Kenneth still, but their path is good run defense. The secondary has been playing well, even though I think it's weaker. You have CG on, following JSN all day. I don't even know if I want to say the Pats' offense has not been good this playoffs, but Josh McDaniels, Drake May has looked good. Obviously, the second in MVP voting to Stafford, I'm assuming. I'm pretty much banking on a Stafford MVP here. there's a path, but I just think the Seahawks are overall too talented. I think I would make an argument. Vrabel's a better manager, but I think
it's pretty even matched.
Yeah, it's pretty even. And McDonald's a better defensive coach, I would say. Vrabel's more of a CEO.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. There's definitely a path, but there is a scenario where Will Campbell can't block, and Drake May has even less time than he did against Houston and whatever, and it's over. Real quick. Like a Seahawks Broncos is what I envision in my head, for real.
I'm very confident in the spread being covered.
I am too. To be honest with you, the only reason I've slightly came back down is because everyone's taking Seattle. That's a nightmare. It still can happen. It still can happen. Everyone took the Dodgers and the Dodgers won. It can happen. But
what is the spread? Wait, where is it? Spread. Okay, it's -115. Yeah, that's pretty shitty. So $100 wins you 186 back.
Yeah.
Is that even worth it?
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Kenneth Walker 2 touchdowns is 270.
270 only? That's kind of low. Honestly.
Yeah, JSN's doubled at 550, and then it's no one else is getting. Where's the MVP? Super Bowl MVP. Damn, Kenneth Walker's plus 650.
Wait, where are you looking?
DraftKings.
Oh, I was looking on FanDuel.
Oh, damn, yeah. Kenneth Walker's plus 650 here. Yeesh.
Well, we'll finalize the picks we'll get them up on a post before the Super Bowl, and then obviously we'll be reacting as well after. But okay, real quick, and I do really want to make this quick because I do have a lot to get done here. This is what I wanted to talk about that I remembered.
Yeah.
Belichick Hall of Fame. Where do you stand? The whole thing, just.
Oh. How is he not?
He's going to get in. Obviously.
Yeah. How is he not? How is he not? How did he not get in?
It's a clear disservice. They clearly, they said they're gonna analyze the committee and whatnot and voters, whatever.
It's Bill Polian.
Yeah, that was not right.
That should be anyone who voted no. From Bill Polian and everyone else who voted no should be stripped of their vote.
Here, I just want to say one thing on that because I'm not defending it, but it's not like they vote no. You know what I mean? It's they voted in other guys before.
Yeah, that's even worse. That they gave someone that was undeserving of it over Bill Belichick. Everyone who did not have Bill Belichick on their ballot immediately take their credentials.
I kind of agree, but
Spygate, Deflategate, whatever, he still would have 4 rings.
He that first Tom Brady dynasty, or the first Patriots
let alone
dynasty. Tom Brady was not he was the quarterback. I could have done what Tom Brady did in those first couple of years. Not at the end. Tom Brady's the GOAT, but the way it started, it was all the defense and all Belichick and all coaching, and people are very quick to forget that.
Yeah, I get the whole Brady won in Tampa Bay. It's it's Brady. It's all Brady.
No, it wasn't. People know Belichick is he's one of the best. If you want to say the best, I'm very okay with that.
Yeah.
He's one of the best defensive minds ever, no question. Obviously, his personality rubbed a lot of people the wrong way.
I think he's hilarious. I honestly think he's hilarious.
He's gotten more hilarious, but he definitely had his moments. I don't know.
He stole 2 rings from the Rams, and I still think he's the GOAT and hilarious.
That is respect.
Yeah.
Does your dad feel the same way, though? Sheesh.
I'd probably not. He'd probably murder the guy if he saw him.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else we can go through quick? I felt.
Yeah, I don't think we talked about it. Did I mention Caleb Downs to the Rams? Did I mention that?
No.
No, I didn't. Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe we got to trade to pick 5.
No. Yeah.
I feel good about my analysis there, though. I think that's the Chiefs is where I trade up.
Yes.
Someone else could trade up to like 6, and there's nothing you can do about it. But
all you have to do, 13, 29, second rounder next year. Get it done. Then you get McDuffie and Downs. Boom, your secondary is fixed. You're welcome, Hayden. Les Snead, I'm coming for your job, bro.
If this happens, hey, if this pans out, hire Hayden. Let's go.
Hire me. Max Crosby. First,
I'll even give you the picks. Let's go.
I'll even give you Byron Young and Jared Verse and a second.
Make it happen.
Make it happen. Give them to me. Please. I beg of you.
Gosh. I just want a competent offense. That's where I'm at.
Linderbaum.
The frustrating thing is I really do think, and it could be looked at as biased, but I think that defense this year, generational. I have no problem saying that whatsoever. If you watch the games and you watched how they played in
best defense of this decade so far.
6, yeah.
Of the 2020s.
Yeah, of the 2020s, yeah. I agree. When we get to like, Broncos beating the Panthers and that Von Miller, defense and Legion of Boom, that's where it gets tricky. But
yeah,
through the 2020s, no question to me. Like, and all they had to do, I know what Drake May ended with in terms of stats. Shout out to the Pats, but all they had to do to win that game was not turn it over. I really do feel that way. I don't think there was any problem. I
don't think anyone disagrees.
No. But anyway, football's football, man. Yep. 28 or 29, we don't know. That'll do it. Appreciate y'all for making it to the end.
Or 30.
Or 30, who knows? We got Super Bowl picks on the way. On the Instagram, we'll get that back and running for the Super Bowl as we kind of get back to form here. And then we're going to be hitting on NBA and baseball here very soon. So it's going to be fun. This is a nightmare Super Bowl, though, in terms of
for both of us.
I wish I was rooting for the Rams or the Broncos or my boys, but here we are.
Yep.
Appreciate y'all if you made it to the end. Everything's down below, all the socials, all that good stuff. So appreciate y'all and see y'all next week.
Peace.